What's up, homies? How you doing? Doing good? Good. Have you ever been down the road of addiction? You've tried to quit, and you quit, and you're good for a solid week, 2 weeks. Your best streak is a month or two, maybe even more. And then you fall right back down the hole of starting all over again, right? Why is this? Why does this happen? Everyone says that cold turkey is the best way to do things. You just gotta stop everything, stop talking to people, and become a fucking shell of a human in order to quit your addiction. I believe, because I haven't been through it myself, I believe that cold turkey can only really work in two ways. Number one being that you've hit like complete rock bottom, yeah. Rock bottom to the point where you don't really have much else choice but to just like, quit. Otherwise, your life is, you can't afford it, or whatever the reasons are. You can't do it anymore. Number two, I believe that such a dramatic life shift happens that it's quite easy to cold turkey. For example, you move to a whole new country, so you don't have access to all your old contacts in order to get the things that you used to buy, or in order to, you understand what I'm saying, right? Like your life shifts in such a way that cold turkey just, it's not even, you're not trying to cold turkey, your life just kind of cold turkeys itself. So for us that don't have the ability to travel to another country, or for us that don't want to hit rock bottom before we quit, how do we get out of our addictions, right? So you're gonna fucking hate this. I know you're gonna fucking hate this. But step number one is to address the fact that you have an addiction. That is step number one. Because a lot of us just go, no, 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 it's all good. I can quit whenever I want. Like I bet you heard that one many times before. Oh, I can quit whenever I want. Yeah, yeah, sure you can, Jono. Yeah, keep drinking. Like, like we can all quit whenever we want. We just don't want to. That's what an addiction is. You know, see that logic? But at the end of the day, I think that the best way to quit addiction is, again, realizing that you have a problem. Knowing that you have a problem is step one. So for you watching this video, go, yeah, 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 I know I have a problem, buddy. So tell me how to do it, right? How you do it is you slowly stop. You don't cut it off, right? Because if you cut it off, you get to a point where you start to think about it, and you miss your friends, bro. That's the number one thing. I think that the problem is we miss our friends, and we are supposed to have friends. Like, we are social human creatures. That is where we get our happiness from, is being social and talking to other people. There's a rare, very rare, select, tiny bit of the population that might be able to do this, and 100% bet you just went, yeah, that's me. Yeah, I'm that motherfucker. I don't need to talk to people. No, no, these people grew up alone and they had to figure it out alone. And they were born in a basement. You were lucky enough to be able to watch this video, which means you have access to internet and YouTube. So unfortunately, I don't believe that it's you, unless you've grinded your way here, sure, but no. Anyway, we're off topic. So, what I'm trying to say is, when you slowly transition out of this world, you are going to fall back into it. You need to be aware that an addiction goes like this. An addiction is up and down. Everything in life is up and down, right? So you need to become aware of the fact that this is going to be a long-term thing to climb out of. That doesn't mean you don't climb out of it, because life is so much better on the other side. It is, because your brain isn't just fried all the time. You feel like a human. You feel like you can communicate with other human beings. How sad is that? Like, if you're anywhere in the position where I was, you didn't feel like you could communicate properly with other human beings because you were below them. That's not cool. That's not cool in anyone's books. So how you start to get out of it is, again, just slow down the activity of what you're doing. But don't slow it down and then jump on like your computer or watch TV all day. You need to replace that time with something that's fun, with other people that are also like not worried about any of the addiction stuff. So for example, if your addiction is drinking, don't, when you're replacing it with fun, because drinking is fun, right? the fun stuff you're going to start doing is things like going to the beach, getting into nature, going on hikes, like, hectically fun stuff, right? But trust me, when you don't have your dopamine receptors fried from all this stuff that you're doing, these activities are actually fun to do, right? And you want to find people in these circles in order to transition your way slowly out of your friend group. And I think personally, you need to always be friends with these people, because these people will judge and hate you and resent you for getting out of the circle and yada 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 yada. But at the end of the day, one day they will see you moving up in the world, and they will go, okay, like, can you help me? How did you do it? So don't completely cut these people off. Learn from my mistakes. Don't completely cut these people off, because these people were a massive part of your life, and they probably will always, not always be there for you, but they will always be a massive part of your life. So keep them in your life. Just don't hang out with them and do the things that they're doing. Always help them though. So how do you find new friends, right? Well, number one, just get into the circles and the places where they are. So the beach, like I said, if you want to go hiking, just ask one of your family members first, or even ask around your friend group of people that are doing these sort of addictions. Start by asking the people in your immediate circles, so your family, your friends already doing that stuff. And once you get out there into the activity that you're doing, just talk to other people. They don't have to be your friends when you're talking to them. Just learn to talk to other people, and then you'll get the skills in order to be able to make new friends, right? So when talking to people, I'll give you 3 tips, right? So number one is smile. Everyone loves a smile, right? Like, just think about it. Everyone loves being smiled at. 2, every person in this world has an immediate word, that word to them means everything to them. And that word is their name. So remember their name. Remember it. Write it down if you have to. I'm absolutely terrible with names. I can remember a face from 10 years ago, but a name from 10 minutes ago, I'm like, I struggle with it. So I physically write them down now. I don't know, wild. Number 2, name. Number 3, people love to talk about themselves. Ask them questions and dig their brain, like, get to find out who this person is and be genuinely interested in them. Like, care about what they're doing with their lives and care about who they are as a person, and genuinely get interested in that person in order for them to start wanting to talk to you. So I've got these principles from a book. It's called How to Win Friends and Influence People. It's a very good book. You should read it if you're wanting to make friends. Obviously, it's in the title. But other than all this, I think the best way, again, to do it is to slowly transition your way out of it. And it's going to be a long process. Like, it's not going to take a couple of days. It's not going to take a couple of weeks. This has to be something that you tell your brain, all right, we're going to do this. It doesn't matter how long it takes. It does not matter how long it takes. It doesn't matter how much pain I go through, because I'm already down here. It doesn't matter how much pain I go through. I'm just going to get through it eventually and eventually. And then when you get to that mindset, it happens quicker than you think, ironically. If you prepare yourself that it doesn't matter how long it takes, it'll take that much quicker. I'm not saying it's instant. It's not instant. Again, you have to prepare yourself first. So say now you're in the position where you go out and you do these activities that are fun, maybe once or twice a week with your immediate family or friends. How do you go about A, continuing to do these fun activities more so they don't get as boring, and B, finding more people to do them with? Because at the end of the day, one person, you'll figure this out. One person, if you have one person that you're talking to that's outside of your friends, they will be busy at some point in their life, and you will go, oh, they're busy, so I guess I should go hang out with my friends, because, like, yeah, you'll justify it. You'll find ways. So you want more people, and think of them as like accountability partners. Every time you make one, it's one more person that'll be keeping you accountable. You don't have to talk to them about your problems. You can, but you don't have to talk to them about your problems. So try and increase your activities just swap them. So go addiction, new activity, and just do that a little bit more each week. When you do that a little bit more each week, you'll get less and less and less tied to your addiction because you're having fun somewhere else. Your dopamine is spiking somewhere else, and you realize slowly over time that you will start to enjoy things that are like adults enjoy. It sounds whack, but you'll look at a tree and go, "Oh, that's a nice looking tree. I like that tree." Aren't we all growing up? But that's all for this video, guys. I believe in all of you and love you, no matter what.